me get my audio set up properly. There we go. Perfect. Alright, and then I will pull up Stream Chat on my Computadora. Put that there. Pull this up. Alright. Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Droodles. How you doing, Arch? Nice to see you on the channel, as always. I miss the old DPM, but I think it's plenty, especially with the light pen buff. I think that the 200 LT is pretty balanced right now. I think the problem is that most of the other tier 10s are so stupid that it makes the 200 seem almost underpowered. But I'm personally a believer in the fact that light tanks shouldn't be as capable as mediums. I think that having spotting mechanics, especially like tracer shells, should be entirely unique to light tanks, and same for adaptive concealment. I think that medium tanks should feature their own set of special abilities that Wargaming can balance and do whatever the hell. But I don't really know why Wargaming is giving mediums like the 907 tracer shells, and why they're giving vehicles like the... What's the other tank? The Leopard 1 CS63 121B adaptive concealment. Do you know the name of his World of Tanks PC YouTube channel? I haven't posted on my World of Tanks PC YouTube channel in over a year. So, wouldn't really matter even if you did find it, gonna be honest. My channel was actually doing pretty well. I was getting a few thousand views a video. But at the end of the day, World of Tanks PC is a dying game. Technically, Blitz is too at that regard. I'm guessing I have to go to heavy flank. Spotted the E75. Okay. I'm not going to like try hard or anything today. This tank only requires 240 XP to 3 mark, which isn't a... Oh, okay, well... How did you bounce that, bruh? How did you bounce that? Okay, well, I got stuck, of course, but we do get a second pendant to the Kron. I got lucky that the Kron bounced me. Not so much the E75, because that player didn't have an angle on me, but it's funny watching players like this Kron over-aggress to shoot me, and then realize, wait a sec, I can't make that play, because I don't have support. Isn't that a crazy thought? Okay, good. He missed. Let's see if I can bait a shell from the Kron as well. I mean, the fact that these heavies are sitting there and wasting time on a light tank is pretty funny when you think about it. I mean, again, I'm in a T100 LT, and these players in the Kron and everything else are wasting their time on a vehicle that's not really worth their time. Oh, there you go. Nice shot into the enemy 183. Let's put on my adrenaline, and a second shell into the 183. Not bad. We have the enemy E75. Boom. There's 250. Not able to hit you. I feel like going for the 92E1 wouldn't be an awful play. But knowing my luck, the Sheridan will appear the moment I do this and kill me. Of course, dude. I freaking hate this game. I'm telling you, like... Okay. It's just hard not to get frustrated at this game. It really is, like, really spawn camping, Sheridan. Oh yeah, and then that misses. My bad, Wargaming. My bad. I should have clearly aimed that better. There you go. That's Blitz for you. A Sheridan in our spawn. Not doing anything, just sitting there, basically waiting for, I guess, me to make a play. It's very frustrating when you play the game, and these are the kind of plays that you get punished by. You know, it's not the plays that are smart that punish you. It's the plays that are these 40% morons who sit in the most exposed spots that you just can't predict, because who would drive there? And of course your Progetto doesn't help you, so this is what happens. Oh well. That's very fun. Very fun. Well, we will lose this game most likely. Probably lose this game where... I don't know how to... Oh, it is set to live, okay. Remember when the Bat Chat first came out, you get bounces like that all the time? The Bat Chat still gets bounces like that. Will we win? Well, judging that our Tiger Mouse isn't even looking behind him, no, we will not win. What's your favorite tank? I don't know. People ask me that all the time. I don't necessarily have a favorite tank. I have a lot of vehicles that I find fun. But I don't have necessarily any vehicles which stand out to me as my favorite. They bounce the bat shot. They bounce because of 200. No, stupid armor, yeah. Well, as usual, a very unenjoyable battle of Blitz. This is kind of what Blitz is always like for me. It's just bad players getting away with bad plays. Oh well. Punished for normal plays, love Blitz, yeah. I mean, Arch, I could ask you 10 times out of 10 where that Sheridan would be, and you would have never guessed that spot. Nobody would. Nobody in the history of Blitz would have guessed that the Sheridan would be in that position. Nobody. Falling asleep from so much winning. You're a 40%er. I always find it funny when you get people like that Kron who are like, oh my god, I've won too many games. I bet you if we go to the end game stats here, that Kron is like 50% at best. You ready? Yeah, there it is. 50.66% win rate. Yeah, dude, you're winning so many games that you're slightly above 50%. You should be proud of yourself. Very proud. Your max damage is only 6k. It's always hilarious when you see people like that. It's always the most average players that talk the most shit. Like, come on, dude, get better at the game. The Sheridan, as always, 40%er, gets away with the dumbest play. So is the T92E1. Yep, there you go. It's never skilled players, because skilled players don't make plays like that. They're not morons. They don't drive to the most random positions. But there you go. There you go. There you go, as usual. I hate fighting Sheridans, because the thing does almost 600 damage, and you can't punish it. You can't. It will just get away with whatever it wants. Sheridan players are the biggest rats in this game. The Bat Jet is a medium, so it's kind of like a light-medium combo in Blitz. Originally, it was going to be a medium tank in Blitz. The annoying World War II guy. Yeah, well, you can be as annoying as you want. I'm not poking you. The nice thing about the T100 is that we can see... Oh, we can see an IS-7, and I can see that I have absolutely zero support. So yeah, goodbye. I'll probably die in the crossing, knowing my luck. But I'm getting out of here. I have no team support. Every single teammate went over towards the heavy flank, which is fine. We only have heavies. Okay. Gotta go all the way over here. Anyone who types in chat when they win a few games usually isn't used to doing it. That's true. That's very true. I mean, in general, most people that yap in chat are very unskilled gamers. There's the occasional 60+%er who's complaining about their team being bad, but usually it's not great players who are the most vocal. Look at this. Look at all these players just waiting for me, dude. They're all rats. All of these players are rats. E6 is going to flex back to try and shoot me. Yep, there you go. Oh, okay. Guess I can't pen the E6 in the track wheel. That's too much to ask, clearly. Yeah. The concept's not going to support me. Okay, and we're just going to YOLO me. Is this what we're going to do? Fine, fine. I have more DPM than you because I have my adrenaline on right now. Nice ammo rack being... Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. My game's over. I'm dead again. Wow. Ooh, it's hard not to mold at this game. It's really, really hard not to mold at this game. It's really, really hard not to mold at this game, guys. It's really, really hard not to mold at this game. It's really, really hard not to. Concept 1B, completely ignoring the E6 and Minnow, who he could have helped me with. The 4005 actually did help me. I can't really blame the 4005, but it's just, you know... It's just my life. I will get YOLO'd as always. As always. Good job, E6. Like, good job, bro. I hope it was worth it. I hope you YOLOing a light tank was worth it. Yep. This is gonna be my life. I'm already hating this. Already 2 games in, and I'm having an incredibly unenjoyable experience. I've gotten YOLO'd twice. This game, the E6 and Minnow threw their lives away to kill a light tank. Congratulations. Because, you know, in Himmelsdorf, the light tank was the real big threat that you had to go for. Wow. That was really fun. I'm the only player to die. Nobody helped me. I had a Type 5 Heavy, a Concept 1B, and a 4005, and none of them decided to move out and help. Not a single one of them. While the 4005 did help me, imagine if they had just, I don't know, poked a little sooner, and the E6 would have been like, oh wow, there's a 4005 there, maybe I won't drive out more. No, nobody wants to ever help me. 47% win rate. 48% win rate, yeah. Very fun so far. Very fun so far. Brrr. How many games do I have to play so I can 3 mark? 5,000. I mauled at this game every day. We all do. We all do. Because you get games like this, where everybody just wants to YOLO you, I guess. Very fun. Double Murat. Minnow missed 2 shots, including his reserve shot. Oh yeah, they're terrible. They're always terrible. Always terrible. But, as I say, it's the worst players that go out of their way to ruin your experience, because they don't know better. They don't know, YOLOing this light tank in my slow tank destroyer isn't a good play. Maybe instead of that, I should focus on dealing with the heavies that are an actual threat. Nah, I gotta go for the light tank. That's gonna get me. Well, not an enjoyable experience at all. Look at that, another Sheridan. Every game you play is Sheridan spam, because it's the most played light tank by far. Okay, we're gonna go over here. I mean, we obviously know that their team is going over, of course. There's just a random cron over there. Yeah, okay. Get a pen into the cron at least. I am detected, but at least it spots him in the process. Will I be shot by a 183? Make your bets. Make your bets. Let's see if we can spot a 183 on the ridge. What I'm going to do is I'm going to knock down... there's a 268. I'm going to knock down this tree so that we can use this tree as cover. Oh, of course, there it is. Light tank spotted. Must tunnel. Nothing else. Only the light tank. Only the light. Every game. Is the light tank spotted? I must tunnel it. It's just, it's funny to me how hard these players tunnel a light tank. You have a Błyskawica inside your butt cheeks, and you're going for the light. Yeah, how'd that play work out for you there, Kron? Just out of curiosity, how did focusing the light tank... Oh, thank you, game. That was definitely where I aimed. Oh, yeah. My bad, Wargaming. 380. Bye-bye. Okay, at least that one hit. Okay, well, we've done 2,000 damage. We've assisted 1,300, so that's not bad. Both of our Murats are dead. What a shocker. Alright, nice. That one penned. Got the M60 over here. Not really sure what the M60... Okay, I guess he's just going to get rewarded for that. Alright, my bad, game. My bad. Get rewarded for making bad over-aggressions that you shouldn't be making. Droodles in pain again, marking tanks. Well, nothing will be as pain as the Vindicator mark, so I can tell you that quite confidently. Apparently, I lost more health than the Sheridan did there. I'm not trying to block my Felice, but he doesn't have a shell anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I was hoping I could ram the Sheridan for a little bit of damage. Well, that was fine. We did 3,160 damage, we got 2 kills, and 1,300 assistance, and that gave us... how much mark XP? 279. So, we only need 240 to 3 mark. Ugh, I got hiccups. But yeah, I only need 240 to 3 mark this tank, so it's not a very challenging 3 mark. I don't think... no, I have not 3 marked the 113 GFT yet. Okay. Oh, look at that, guys. 2 Sheridans. Every game. Sheridan, 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 Sheridan. Oh, I hate fighting Sheridan so much. I think the Sheridan can overmatch my upper plate, which is really frustrating, especially now that the Sheridan has AP, it never bounces. Boyokoli. Every game. Just fighting the same garbage. Don't worry, though. They get 2 Sheridans. We get a 54E1. Ooh, boy. Okay, well, we spotted 1 Sheridan. There is a 30B. There is another Sheridan. Alright, nice. 311. How did I not get spotted? I'm not actually sure. There you go. Nice shot into the enemy Sheridan. Of course, the other Sheridan's going to make sure that I can't poke, so... gonna have to just wait. Okay. There you go. Another nice shot into the enemy Sheridan. I really want to hit that 183. I can't do anything because of how the enemy team is playing. There we go. Another nice shot. 388 max roll as well. That's not too bad. 752 is currently not looking at me, so I can shoot him in the lower plate. And then we can load a nice shell into the Sheridan. Oh, okay. So right now what I'm looking at is death. That's what I'm looking at. Actually, no. We should be alright. I need to take the Sheridan out of the game. Goodbye. Sheridans are always the most important to get out of my games. Goodbye. Well, the game's over. We had no opportunity to deal damage, and that's it. A 183, of course, trying to tunnel the light tank. There you go. Nice shell into the 183. And then he's... I don't know what he's doing, but he's not... okay. I can't pen the roof of a 183. My bad, guys. We did 3,000 damage. I should have loaded premium, but it's still ridiculously absurd that you can't pen the roof of a 183. Not a bad game, though. Not a bad game, though. I mean, from my experience playing in the T100, it's kind of hard to deal a lot of damage in this tank. And it's because you just get matches like this, where they end in 5 seconds. I mean, I can't play aggressive against 2 Sheridans, a 30B, a 183, a 752, and a Vickers here. I just can't, you know? I don't have the alpha damage, and I don't have the DPM to really fight those tanks. So I have to play a little bit more passive. And when you get placed into games where you're just constantly fighting 18 mediums, you can't make that aggressive roll. I mean, if both the Sheridan shot me, that would be 1,100 and something health. 1140 health off my vehicle or something like that, and I'd be dead, you know? That would be my game over. So the problem is when you only have 310 DPS, and your DPM's not crazy high, you're kind of placed into a situation where, oh, look at that, another Sheridan up against us, guys. Let's see how many games we can play before we don't fight a Sheridan. That's the goal for today's video. How many games can I play before Wargaming doesn't throw a Sheridan against me? But yeah, either way, that's definitely the thing that I hate about the light tank being the T100, just is the fact that it can be a little challenging to deal damage sometimes. I do like the T100 a lot, and I think that it should be used more for spotting rather than damage. It's just, I wish these games weren't steamrolls. I really wish we could have games that lasted more than 5 seconds in Blitz nowadays. So we have the 907, who is a pen. There you go. Sheridan tried shooting me. Just going to wait for my teammate in the 907 to move up. And then I should be good. Or not the 907. Wait for my teammate in the concept to move up. And then that should allow me as well. Bro, I just need the gun depression. There you go. Alright, nice. There's one pen into the 907. And not able to get a second in. But it's already enough to bleed that player out a decent amount. Hit the 50B once. And my teammate's screwing me over. Of course. Okay, nice. 50B shoots him once. I'll hit him once. And what's the 50B's game plan now? Because I know he only has one more shell at max, which is going to put him in a really awkward spot. Going to go for that track wheel. There you go. Locked him down for a teeny bit. And boom. Okay, guess my shell's going to disappear. Huh. Huh. Alright, there you go. Take the 50B out of the game. T100 gun's weird. It's accurate. Oh, okay. Just a random E5 that was unspotted until then. Sitting and staring at me. Oh, alright, my bad game. Alright, let's reload. And Concept's gonna steal the damage. And the game's over. There you go. 2,600 damage. That was the most I could deal. I mean, what am I supposed to do, guys? You're watching these games. It's over in 2 minutes. Where was I supposed to deal damage in that battle? I don't know. I really don't know. It's very frustrating to play Blitz, and these are the games that are being thrown at you. It's just sad, honestly. I mean, wow. The most damage we've done so far in like 6 games is 3,200 damage. Just can't. You look at the team. Like, when can we get a battle where we are on a map that is large enough to do our role as a light, when we're not placed against a Sheridan, and where we are not forced to dry our light tank to the heavy flank because there's nowhere else to go? These tiny maps aren't helping. Yeah, no, they really aren't. Okay. 50B monkey brain. Yeah, that's how all autoloaders are. They think that they can get away with what they want, and then after they make that play, they're like, oh, crap. Oh, look at that. No Sheridan. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. No Sheridan. Okay. Make your bets. Can we deal more than 2,700 damage in this game? Give my Vickers Light a little bit of room. Okay, T100 spotted there. I'm going to move up myself. I got the 60 TP over here, which we do get a nice shell into once. I'm going to put on my Adrenaline, of course. CS63 is just got his 6th sense activated and is already waiting for me. I'm going to... Okay, and I'm going to get tracked, of course. I'm going to get tracked. It's my fault for poking, but if I didn't get tracked, I would have been totally fine. I would have been completely fine if I didn't get tracked. But that's my life. I am full of disappointment, because no matter what, something negative happens to my vehicle. You hit that tiny little track wheel on my tank when you have the entire hull exposed. Thank you. Gonna try and cross this. That was a regret. I should not have crossed. Apparently, I'm just dead, actually. I screwed myself big time. Yeah, whatever. I'm getting salty already. I wanted to get over here so that I could catch the Stridsvon off guard. Which is what I did. Now he's just not going to shoot, of course. He's just going to let everybody else Okay. 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 Alright. 0.24 dispersion. 0.24 dispersion. How many times do I need to say it? 0.24 dispersion, and we're missing these shots, dude. That is insane. point to 4 dispersion, and we're missing these shots. Wow. What a joke. What a joke. I don't know what to do here. Oh, wow. 240 damage. We got him good. Alright. Well, at least we cleared that guy. Of course. Of course. Of course, the leopard just happens to be there unspotted because nobody on our team detects him in the crossing. Are you using Camonet? Yes, I am. Did you run track? First of all, nobody runs track durability. It's the worst equipment to run in the game. I'm gonna be honest. Go ask any skilled player if they're running track durability on their tank and see what they say. Second of all, track durability does absolutely nothing to stop you from getting tracked. I've tested this. I've shown it on my channel. It's crazy how people still believe these things in 2026. Why would I run track durability when I could run 10% chance of engine damage, minus 15% chance to crew injury, and minus 25% chance to the ammo rack? If anybody is running improved modules, I don't care if it's on a ramming tank. You're an ape. Why would you want less? It doesn't even give you more ramming damage. If it said plus 40% ramming damage, hell yeah, I'll put this on. But running a little bit better track durability and running less ramming damage versus the chance of being full health ammo racked, the chance of having your engine lit on fire, the chance of one of your crew members dying. I don't know why you would ever do that. I'm going to be honest. If you're making that decision, then you're bad at making decisions. 2200 damage places us pretty average on the team. My Oblivion teammate as well had a pretty similar experience. Oblivion's actually a pretty good clan, but it's just been the same experience. You're in these low damage light tanks and you can't do anything because everything is so dangerous in Blitz right now that you can't do anything in these tanks. I think the T100 LT is a perfectly fine vehicle, but what are you supposed to do in a lot of these matchups when every single vehicle has 8 billion DPM, has either tungsten, reactive, has a 8,000 damage clip? It's not very fun. Double Mirat tune. There it is. All right, here we go. Shotgun RNG. Yeah, basically. These teams are really bad right now. I'm not even sure why. They're just really bad. What if I told you I run that? Well, then you're stupid. Dizzy, you probably run protective kit on your tanks. There's nothing I can do against these two Murats. There's physically no play I can make to counter them. Okay. Not bad. I'm guilty of running module durability on some tanks. I just don't know why anybody would run it. There's one single tank that I run it on in the entire game, and it's the Aufklärungs Panzer Panther, because that single vehicle is a meme tank, and it's very good at ramming. Apart from that, any tier 10, you will never catch me running that equipment on, ever. I'm going to wait for his lower plate to be angled towards me, then we'll get a shell into it. Okay. Are we going to be blind fired? Yeah, there it is. Good shot. That definitely went well for you there, Super Conk. We're going to try and flank here. 1600 clipping in 2 seconds, fair and balanced. Yeah, 100%. Very fair and balanced. I can totally counter that in my 300 damage light tank. I had the same experience when I was playing in my T100 when I was making my video. It wasn't a bad experience. It just wasn't an amazing experience either. It was kind of just an average experience. Yeah, good job, 183. Good job. I bet he's still going to be turning for me. Look at him. Look at how bad he wants me. Yeah, dude, that's great. So, not only have you done 0 damage so far, but now you've gotten flanked and your game's over. So, good job. Goodbye. And the game's over again. I've done 2,400 damage. I would say I've played this game pretty good, if you ask me. And, yeah, it's over. Where is the... Oh, I'm going to bounce the Murat, because that's a tank known for armor. Right, guys? Oh, yeah. That's a tank known for armor. Obviously, he's going to tunnel me because he knows who I am, and I don't really care because he's dead either way. 2,700 damage. Alright, well. If I'm lucky, I'll be able to get the grill. Yeah, we're gonna block me, Frog? Is this what we're gonna do? Like, is that our big brain plan here? And once again, Autoloader stealing all the damage at the end of the game because they can deal 1,200 each, and I can deal none of it. There you go. 3,000 damage. I just can't do anything. I really can't. And, like, for those of you that are going to be like, it's a skill issue, Droodles, like, is it really? Have I been doing anything wrong in any of these games? Because I don't really think so. I think I've been playing pretty fine. I mean, you can't play this tank frontline. When they have 2 Murats, you can't go haul down against them. You don't have gun depression in the T100. You don't feature armor. I mean, yeah, you have troll armor, but you're not going to get bounces from many tanks reliably. And you don't have damage. You have 310 damage per shot. Like, one penning shell from a Murat will outtrade me by like 20%. Like, what am I supposed to do here? You call me stupid for running improved controls? No. Like half of heavies I used to prevent and do more damage through ramming? You're not dealing... But you're not dealing more damage in ramming. It doesn't give you more ramming damage. It prevents you from taking less ramming damage. One has nothing to do with the other. One, like, if you... what? I'm assuming you just misswore out. It's a Tornvon. Never mind. There's no point to even bother with that. Yeah, Dizzy, I don't know what you're talking about, but it does not give you more ramming damage. Maybe if you're saying, like, you're taking less damage, you're technically dealing more to the enemy, but you deal the same damage whether or not you're running that equipment. Yeah, just keep staring at me, E5. Ignore the 2 and 5B. Ignore everybody else. The T100 is the biggest threat known to humankind. Yep, there you go. Ooh, the T100 with its 240 rolls into your tank. It's getting you good. You bled 2,000 health. Actually, you died full health so that you could stare at a T100 Lt. Are you proud of yourself? You should be. Give yourself a pat on the back. What a frickin' bozo, dude. Okay, yep, there you go. Tornvon insta-snaps me, of course. Oh, I don't have the height to shoot the Tornvon at that angle. Oh, that shell completely misses where I was aiming. I have to say, I'm not really enjoying this experience at all. I would have to say that the T100 Lt is acting like a piece of trash right now. Wow. Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is, just the random M48 patent on the rear. Yay. 268. When will I get a roll that is my average of 310? Ooh, we did it! 320. I wonder if my 268, who is just randomly sitting here, will do anything. Probably not, let's be real. There you go, that was a decent roll. I'll take that. Okay, nice. 249 hatching shot into the Patton. Goodbye. Alright. Nice. There you go. The gun actually worked there. 2,200 damage dealt. Oh boy. Wow, that E5. Yep. 285. I'm just not... Wow. This gun is a piece of trash. Legitimately. I've never seen a gun miss this many easy shots in my life, dude. It's actually kind of a joke. There's one shell. The 183 is now dead. He's dead. 525. Alright, there you go. That's our first almost 4K game. Well, we did okay. Let me read what Dizzy said again. It's like, half of heavies I used to prevent and do more damage to ramming and all LT. Do you mean light tanks? I don't know. I don't know what Dizzy's saying there. Either way, we had a decent game, so I'll take it. That was our first battle that we did over 3,500 in. And even that game, the gun on the T100 felt incredibly unenjoyable. Here's the weirdest part, right? We have 0.28 dispersion with refined gun. Not 0.24, I was wrong about what I said before, but it has very good dispersion. That's almost Leopard 1 dispersion. And the weird part is, if we pull up Blitzkit, the T100 LT has one of the most accurate guns on move in the game, which is what I find so weird about the experience we're having in it. Like, look at the on move. It has 1 out of 7, 1 out of 7, 1. It is the most accurate light on the move. It has 0.093 on movement dispersion and 0.069 turret traverse on move. To put into your mind how good that is, we can pull up a freaking Leopard 1. Go to compare, add, you do Leo. There's the Leopard 1, add, and then we can do a T100. And the on-movement dispersion of the T100 LT is the same as a Leopard 1, and only slightly worse on turret rotation. And yet, for some reason, even with a faster aiming time, the gun is just feeling like ass today. I don't know what's going on with the T100, but, like, it's usually one of the most enjoyable tanks to shoot on the move. Wargaming's never touched the gun, so it's just very weird that it's acting so strange today. That's really the only thing I can say. It's acting very, very strange. I also find it funny how the Leopard 1 has a flat better power to weight. Like, the Leopard only has a slightly worse power to weight ratio than the T100 LT. Either way, yeah. Also, Dizzy, a whole bunch of stuff Dizzy said was a little confusing. He said, wait, you call me stupid for running improved controls. Improved controls is not what you were talking about. I would assume you're referring to improved modules, so I should probably talk about that first. But yeah, this only prevents 40% of damage when rammed. What, like, I guess if you're in a light tank, that's cool, right? But, like, personally, I don't get rammed in lights. I'm never putting myself in a situation where somebody's able to ram me. The whole point of being in a light tank is that you're fast enough that you don't get rammed. Other light tanks, there's not a single one that's heavy enough to deal ramming damage to you. That's gonna, like, you know, massively outweigh you. So it would have to be like an E50M, but even then, I'm just not putting myself in a situation to be rammed by an E50M. The T100 LT is one of the worst ammo racks in the game. It constantly gets its ammo rack damaged. It also has its driver and a lot of other modules damaged. So I'm generally... In general, would you rather have A, the chance of being ammo racked by 25% increased, or have the ramming damage reduced? You know, that's what you got to ask yourself. very weird watching the stream at 6 a.m. That is because it's not 6 a.m. for me. It's only like 11 for me. We're doing fine in the T100. I mean, I definitely made some misplays here and there. I haven't been playing Blitz as much recently, so I would definitely say I'm a little bit rusty in terms of my gameplay. Ooh. Okay, there's the Yag. Shout. Let it all out. I know that Yag's just gonna sit there and do whatever he's doing, but I don't really care. I'm just gonna be smart and go this way and leave. Boom. There you go. Nice shot into the enemy T100. He is now spotted for a long time, and he just got absolutely nuked. I'm actually not going to cap the base. I think that's a bad idea in retrospectaler. Let's see if I can spot that Yag if he's still there. TD camo values are pretty stupid, so I wouldn't have been surprised at all if that Yag had been there and I just wasn't spotting him. But we still got a pen into the Yag, so that's not too bad. Oh, I thought he was going to cross, and then he didn't. Dang. I'm going to go over here. Bro, it's like this Yag is like Sixth Sense. Like, bro knows where I am. Okay. Aim on that track wheel. Nice. Just going to... Okay, yeah, is this what we're going to do? We're going to YOLO me. You have nothing else going on in your life, so the best play you can make is to YOLO the T100 Lt, and we're going to roll 260 every shell that I fire. Thank you, game. Okay, there you go. Nice. Teammate clears that player. We're going to aim it on the Leopard again. 289. Not great rolls we're getting here, but at the same time, we are taking the Leopard out of the game. We have much less damage per shot, so we should theoretically out-reload the Leopard, but we don't, you know, because the Leopard gets 3,800 DPM. But shouldn't matter. I get another shell into the enemy Yag, and at this point, I would have to say, I think the Yag is quite cooked. Well, that was as much damage as we could deal in this game. To be fair, we did fine. 3,200 is a fine amount of damage. And we might be able to get one more shot into the 116. Shout, let it all out. One is 10k damage game. You little poobler. I have done 10k. I've actually done 11k, believe it or not. But I have not done that in a very, very long time. So long ago that it doesn't even show up on my account. I'm very frustrated that when Wargaming added the highest damage counter, they didn't count all of your games. It is only the highest damage battle you've played since they added it, which is kind of frustrating. Either way, we are at 10% on our mark. We've been going up, and the games have been a little bit better now, I will say. Teams have been a little bit smoother. Still, a lot of tunnel. I don't know what this 121 was doing. He is a 60% player, especially because... yeah, I don't know why you would decide to tunnel the T100 Lt when it has full health and you have 700 health. Like, I don't understand that, but hey, you do you. But 10k damage in the T100 Lt will not happen. I don't even know if it has enough shells. It has 35 shells in total. Yeah, like... you couldn't even deal it in this tank, really. You'd have to pen every single shot. But thank you for the donation. I do appreciate it. The WZ-132 one is the heaviest light. Is it heavier than the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen? How is the WZ-132 on the heaviest light? It literally has, like, the least armor out of all the lights. I'm not saying you're wrong. You could be. But I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying that it's weird that a tank that has by far the worst armor in the lights category would be the heaviest. Okay, let's see. Is Camo Net better on lights? I specifically run it on the T100 Lt because it gives you a really nice ability to outspot other light tanks. But apart from that, no. Camo Net on other lights is worthless. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Yags, this is what we're going to do. Okay, buddy. We love when that happens. I hope you enjoy getting a report. I mean, at the end of the day, you're on live stream, so anybody that wants to remember your name will now remember your name. Nice. This is where tracer shells is very important, because we can keep these vehicles lit up across the map. I just wish this gun would be more accurate. Okay. Nice. Nice. Getting some damage out now. There you go. See, this is like prime T100 LT positioning. This is what you want to do in the T100. You want to sit back at a distance, and you want to keep players lit up. You want to spot them for your team, and at the same time... Wow, that 60 TP my gun really just doesn't want to hit for some reason. Yeah, this is what you want to do in your lights. Nice. I'm shocked that that hit, but it did. Just never gonna back up. Okay. Can't hit the 100 from here, but he still got absolutely rolled. There you go. Nice shot into the 60. Let's move up. That definitely missed. This gun's not really working with me at this moment, but we've already dealt 2,500 damage. We're going to ignore the 60 TP. We're going to push the 4005 for now. There you go. There's one shell. We're going to keep running over here, get a shell into the 60. Okay, I don't really care that the 4005 hit me. Bro, look at the tunnel. It's actually wild the level of tunnel these players have for this tank. Yeah, good job. That was a great play, 4005. You got me. But yeah, the level of tunnel these players have for the T100 it's pretty wild when you think about it. 256. Ooh, I got him good there. Oh boy. He must be quaking in his boots. But we're up to 4K, so not a bad game so far. There is the 116. He missed me once because that gun is utter garbage. And we load a premium AP and guarantee the clear. Now we have the 268. He missed me because he's garbage. Does anybody else want to go for me? Load a premium shell because we can guarantee that pen as well. Yeah, what are you going to do, 268? Huh? What are you going to do? Oh, you're going to snap me. That's what you're going to do. You're going to hit me in the roof of my turret. Well, the good news is we've already dealt basically 5K. We've gotten 2 kills at this point, and I don't know where the enemy Sheridan is, but I would assume that he is right in front of us. I'll take it, honestly. We did 5,200 damage, which is fine, and we're going to win. Bye-bye, Sheridan. Or not. T100 is definitely a good sniper with that accuracy and shell velocity, but the killing factor is that it's low alpha, indeed. Good job, Jag. Good job, Jag. Okay. IRL, sometimes worse armor does not mean that certain tank is lighter. I mean, what do you mean 1944, 1945 German tanks had way worse armor? What? Germany had by far the most armored tanks in the war. The Tiger II, the Tiger I, the Jagdtiger, the Maus. What are we talking about? What do you mean German tanks had way worse armor? Germany had by far the most armored vehicles in all of World War II. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that one out. The beginning stages of the war, they used some lightly armored vehicles, early Panzer variants for Blitzkrieg. Please think before we type. Please, 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 please. Anyway, 5,200 damage. That gave us 348 Mark XP, and that put us up 4.6%, so not bad. We're going up slowly. You inspired me to fill my wardrobe with pink shirts. Interesting. I'm not sure how to reply to that, but thank you for the donation. Okay. I've sensed this 5K game like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, I mean, we were bound to get a 5K at some point. We're getting some better teams now. I don't know what was up with those games earlier. And I'm not going to say that it was my fault. Like, a lot of those games we were playing, I was playing totally normal, and our teams were just falling apart. Droodles, you keeping that long grill gun? I mean, it's a pain in the butt. If I want to remove a mod, I have to literally delete the files and then drag the files from a different version of the game back into the original file locations when I could just leave them. It's not like they're affecting my gameplay at all. I want the grill's gun to rail me. Of course you do. Are you even a woman? Thank you for the donation. Wild, though. Donate 20 bucks and it'll happen. Truth. Alright, I haven't even looked at the enemy lineup. I'm not really trying too much anymore. The 3 mark values are pretty low nowadays, and I don't need to try hard. Like, as I've said in the past, when I was tryharding, I was averaging, like, over 4K. My 30-day, on average, was higher than, like, Peter W's in worse tanks, and that's not to say anything negative about him. It's just trying to more point out that, like, I had really good stats when I was super duper tryharding, but I've done most of the very hard tanks, and because the mark values themselves have fallen quite a substantial amount, at this point I just don't really feel like I care anymore, you know? Blitz is not a game which I need to take seriously, you know? It's a game that I get frustrated at, but at the same point, like, I need to treat this like a game, not like it is something that I need to take more seriously than a game, if that makes sense. And I think that's where a lot of people make problems. Like, obviously, I'm going to get mad if my teams suck when I'm marking my tanks, but I'm not getting mad that we're not doing the craziest games here and there, because we're doing fine in most of them. As long as I average like 3,200 in the T100, we should be able to pretty easily mark it, so I don't really need to put in a crazy amount of effort. I'm hoping that the Sheridan shoots him and then we can get the kill. Or my Sheridan will bounce him again. That works too. Okay. Kill him. Then we have the enemy Sheridan over here doing whatever they are doing. Interesting play from that enemy Sheridan. Okay, thank you. Just, okay, thank you, thank you. I get it. You wanted to, like, get the kill. I get it. You don't need to, like, block me, though. Okay, there's 288. We have the enemy Yag. Oh, this is the Yag that blocked me the other game, or purposefully pushed me. Oh, hi. Hi, buddy. Hi. Remember me? Remember the guy that you pushed into the open for no reason? Yeah, that's me. Look at the tunnel, guys. Every time you're in a light, it's just no matter what, I will be tunneled. It is insane. The level of focus being in a T100 LT is unheard of in any other type of tank. Well, I mean, the Bat Chat receives the same amount of tunnel, but it's just funny when you realize how much tunnel you receive for driving a light tank. It's ridiculous. Hi, 116. How you doing? Oh, I was hoping we could get the kill. Pretty good game, though. 4,600. Does skill still matter in 2026? It's not that skill does or doesn't matter. It's that enjoyment matters. And when I'm tryharding, I'm not having fun. That's the problem. I'm not having fun when I'm tryharding because I'm spending so much time paying attention to the game that I'm not reading stream chat. And in fact, I wasn't even streaming most of the time when I was 3-marking because I was just focused on having 4K average, and it's not really possible, especially on the NA server with the way teams are, to read chat, to focus on the game at the same time. So because of that, I'm more focused on just 3-marking, but you know, I don't need to do that. A lot of the tanks, also, let me check really quick how much this tank weighs. 34 tons. And how much does the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen weigh? 31. Okay, so the WZ-132 one is the heaviest, 32 tons, but they're all basically the same. The Bat Chat, I think, weighs 20-ish tons, 25 tons, yeah, because it's literally called Bat Chat 25 ton. And the Sheridan weighs 16.3 or something, 17 tons, yeah, so Sheridan's a very, very light tank. The T100 is also pretty light. Yeah, 17 tons. They're basically the same weight. People hate light tanks because they are absolutely annoying to deal with. Not really. I mean, yes. Is the T100 LT an annoying tank to deal with? Yeah. But you know what's more annoying than a T100 LT? An autoloader. Put it like that. Would you rather fight a T100 LT or a Progetto YOLOing up your butthole? Every time I'm in a light, I get railed. Well, you just said you want to get railed, so what's the downside? I mean, I don't have a problem with, as I said, the T100 being in the state that it is. I think that it's totally balanced being in the state. I just wish that the games weren't so RNG based. Don't want to leave me now. Ah, dang. Get a nice shot into the concept, and maybe if we're lucky, we can get the kill. No. Skilled grill player there. Huh. I know this concept's just gonna sit here and waste my time. Nice, 328. I really just want to shoot the Progetto, but it's harder to do that than you may think because of how low down this tank is. Nice. We're doing good damage. See, this is more what I expect from the T100. It is that little rat gameplay where you get onto an annoying little position and you farm tanks. And this is, you know, what I like about the T100 is that you can put it into a spot like this, and you can be that rat that steals the kills and farms the damage from a distance, right? That is what I expect from T100 gameplay. Of course, my E100, yeah, thanks, bro, thanks. Piece of shit. Move out of my way, bro. God, teammates are still my most hated thing in this game. How hard is it to just give me 1 second to poke? How hard is it to give me 1 second to poke, let me do one shot, and then back up? The amount of time it would have taken me to do that... Oh, okay. The amount of time it would have taken me to do that, bro, would have already been, you know, equal... okay. Alright. I get it, game. You hate me. Alright, we're gonna take the Kampfpanzer out of the game. Goodbye. Leave the 268 over here. Let's take the 268 out of the game. Goodbye. And then we have the Yag, which we're going to hit once. There you go. 342. We did fine. 3,422 damage. Oh, they have another tank left. I think Wattby 2 would just kill the game faster. I'm not sure how I feel about Reforged, and we'll have to see more when the actual update gets released. But I'm not entirely against Reforged. I actually, you know, some people might find this crazy, but I kind of liked the idea of commanders coming into Blitz. I thought that it was a interesting way to give each tank their own unique playstyle, and it's one of the things that I've disliked about Blitz for a while, is not being able to customize your tank in a way that is unique to you. Like, some people want DPM, but some people might want hit points and mobility, and I thought that it was very nice that with commanders you could give your tank hit points and mobility. I obviously disliked the idea of them being monetized. That was a serious problem, but in a perfect world where commanders aren't monetized, it would have been very cool to have a system where you could have unique buffs to your vehicle, kind of like the equipment is on PC. I would have balanced commanders and released them in a much different way than they were, but that's besides the fact that I didn't actually hate the idea of commanders. Will you run Reticle Cali on Hori if it was available? You don't really need to run it on the Hori, but I mean, sure. No, I wouldn't, because the Hori has reactive, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Hori has reactive still. I haven't used the Hori in actually a very long time. But I'm never, ever going to exchange Reticle Cali for reactive. Like, it's just not happening. I'm keeping reactive on. I just tuned in and the girl's gun barrel's 400 meters long. I don't know. Oh, sorry, I had a burp there. I don't know what this guy was doing. He's a 60%er, and he's in straight. He's got the pro camo, pro background, pro avatar, and then he drives his concept into the open and dies. Like, I don't understand. Maybe I'm missing something, but I don't understand. We went up 6% on the mark, though, which is decent. Our stats are taking an upturn now. Our teams are doing better. I don't know what was going on earlier today, but let's see. Let's see how our T100's doing today. We are going 3,200 with 83%. So we've been winning a lot, and that keeps in line with my win rate in the vehicle at 77%. It's one of my highest win rate tanks in tier 10. A light tank with tracer shells and such a small profile allows you to easily influence the games that you play in. But the DPM on this tank being lower than it used to be, and the fact that, as I said, the meta is such a fast-paced game right now, it's kind of hard to average crazy damage in the T100. Unless you're actually tryharding your butthole off. I want my provisions. I agree. Similar commanders are now in Wargaming's new tank game. Yes, indeed, Project Heat. I have a friend who plays the Project Heat closed test. I will not be playing Project Heat. I might make a video or two on it, but I will not be playing the game. In fact, I think that Project Heat might die very quickly. I don't think the idea of a hero shooter with tanks is a good idea. But I hope it does well, because if it does, and Blitz ends up dying, I can move over to that game. Okay. Give me the name of your GTA channel. I've said this in the past. If you regularly watch GTA content, you would have found my channel, because my channel is decently popular when it comes to GTA, and you would know me by the thumbnails that I post. So, yeah, I've said it in the past. Okay, good job, Yag Tiger. You're doing great. If we shoot the Foch, even if I don't pen him, it keeps him spotted, which means we get assistance, and you can see that right there. I got assistance just for shooting him because he was spotted from that, which is pretty nice. It's also pretty bullcrap, but that's how spotting mechanics work in this game, guys. This is a very exciting light tank gameplay we have here. The equivalent of me sitting in a bush, doing literally nothing. Yeah, this is very exciting. These are the kind of games where you're just like, what am I supposed to do, bro? Oh boy, what an exciting battle. Okay, we'll go this way. Do Hetzer now. Still not a pick my tank stream, you poob. But I do appreciate the donation. I have a feeling you have a lot of Hetzer games lined up for me when I do end up doing a pick my tank stream. We have to be very careful here, but I'm going to back up, get the waffle, and that keeps him spotted. Shoot the BZ. There you go. Nice. Kill the waffle. Maybe we can ammo rack the BZ. Oh, we got the Yo looking at us. Alright, where's the Sheridan? There he is. I had to make sure that I wasn't going to be shot by a Sheridan. There you go. BZ-75 is out of the game. I mean, we're doing fine in this game so far. There you go. Nice shot. I really hope that Foch doesn't shoot me. What? This gun really, it irritates me a lot, because I don't know where my shells are going. I really don't. You guys are watching. They're just disappearing. 247. Yeah, that's a real juicer right there, guys. We got him good. I'm going to HE him. Nah, just going to fire standard. There's literally no advantage to hitting him with high explosive anyway. Alright, nice. Yeah, what's our plan here? Okay. 3,600 damage. We got 3 kills and we assisted a bit of damage. I love Kari at tier 8 more than Hori because of Reticle Cali. I mean, that's cool. I don't really think the Hori needs Reticle Cali, though. The Kari gun itself is not as good as the Hori gun. We went up another 6% on the mark. That's not bad. We've been streaming for about an hour so far, and we've brought our T100 up from 0% to 32%, so it's pretty good. Cromwell B game.
Well, it's a 3-mark stream. What more do you want me to say?
Part of me just likes to believe that you're doing this on purpose. All right. What was I gonna play in? I forgot. No, not. I'm gonna do the T100, but I was gonna check something, and now I forgot. Oh well. Guess I won't check something. Let's keep going. Okay. See if I got any Discord messages. I did. Kron said rats. Indeed he did. Only a Sheridan, okay. Is 263 good? 263 is very good, actually. I'm sorry, Drago. Did you say something? And put user in timeout. Goodbye. I don't know how many times I have to explain to people to stop sharing my GTA channel name on my other channels, but I'm going to make it very, very clear. If I see people sharing my GTA channel on any of my other socials, or any of my other channels on any of my other socials, I will legitimately be hiding you from the channel. Because I keep saying it, all you're doing, if you're a fan of my channel, let me just say it simple for you guys, okay? I don't know how many, I've said this at least 20 times, maybe 30 times on my YouTube channels at this point, but it's hard for people to listen. It really is. It's challenging listening to their creator that they want to support. It is bad for channel analytics to watch a channel that you don't watch the gameplay of. I don't know how this is so hard to figure out. It's not. This is not rocket science. Let me explain. You don't watch GTA content. You want to watch my channel because I post GTA videos. So what's going to happen? Well, you, a person who only watches Blitz content, is now going to be recommended my GTA videos, and you might click on them. And YouTube's going to be like, wow, people who watch Droodles Blitz also watch his GTA channel. Let's send more Blitz viewers this GTA channel. They'll keep clicking on them. This will fuck over my analytics to have people that watch Blitz get sent my GTA channels when it should be getting sent to GTA viewers, not Blitz viewers. If you do not play GTA, you are simply hurting the channel. I do not know how many times I have to explain this. It's so frustrating to have to repeat the same shit over and over. And then you get the same people, my bad, bro, I didn't know. Well, think. It's not hard to explain. It's not that hard to think. If you don't watch GTA content, then why the fuck do you want to watch videos that are money guides on a game that you don't play? You're sitting here on your iPhone 4 acting like you're going to be playing GTA 5 anytime soon. Bruh. It is very frustrating to have to continuously repeat this shit. It is so frustrating. And some people might say, well, they're just your fans. And they are. But if you're truly a fan of mine, then you should respect my wishes. Okay, Yag Tiger, what the hell are we doing, you retard? Like, what are we doing? God, I hate teammates so much. I have to be careful because they have that Atlas. Actually, wait, no, the Atlas fell off the hill. Never mind. Okay. Nice, 458. GTA is too violent. I don't believe in it. GTA is not violent at all. The players that play GTA are violent. It's literally an open world game where you get to decide what you do. Like, you don't have to murder people in GTA. You can walk around and drive your car and never run anybody over and abide by the street rules and do whatever the hell you want. So, saying that the game's too violent is like saying, I don't want to go outside because people are scary. It doesn't really make sense. And second of all, it's a video game. The reason we play violent video games is because we can't do those things in real life. It's a video game. Like, I don't know what else to say. People for years have been trying to prove that violence in video games is equivalent to violence in real life, and every single one of those studies has been shut down by actual scientists and said it actually lowers the chances of real life situations happening like they do in video games. Okay. I wonder why Droodles is only playing the T100. I wonder too. Raging already? I'm not raging at Blitz. I'm raging at people being morons in my chat. I'd watch the World of Tanks PC channel. Dude, you asked earlier, and I specifically said I don't post to that channel anymore. I have not posted to it in a year. I don't know what you'd be watching. What, you're gonna watch a year-old tank review? Like, what are we talking about? I don't... Bro. I don't get it. I need to just stop reading chat because it actually gives me brain cancer. Alright, nice shot into the concept. The thing that I hate about being in a light tank is because you're so light, people can push you. And we've had multiple moments where I've been pushed on today's stream so far, and it's very frustrating. Do you play dark side or light side in GTA? I don't know what that means, but if you're referring to, like, murdering people, it's GTA. I'm going to murder people. Like, it's a video game. Okay, not really sure where that shell went. People said the same thing about books and music. Yes, they did. That's actually true. Back in the olden days, people used to say that reading was bad for you. This is not made up. You can Google it. It's true. It's simply old people or religious people trying to ruin the fun for everybody else. That's as simple as it is. Like, Will, I'm 100% confident that you are a very religious man from what you said. Either that or you're like 80 years old. And that's fine. But, as I always say, as long as you don't force your opinions upon other people, then I got no problem with what you believe. You can believe that 1940s Germany was good. I don't care what you believe as long as you're not acting upon your opinions. That is why people have free will. It's when people force their free will on other people, it no longer becomes free will. It becomes forced will. That's when people run into problems. I like how this E6 looked at me instead of the chieftain, who's a one-shot, and absolutely cooked himself. Oh, okay. The 907. I wish I had a gun depression. There you go. I mean, we're not going to do any damage this game. But it's not really the T100's fault. It's just that we don't have the opportunity to deal much damage in this battle. Nice. That was a good roll. 377 is a very nice roll, judging that 388 is indeed the highest you can roll from this tank. See, a lot of people are always like, oh, I don't like the T100 because it has bad gun depression. But I don't really notice the gun depression being a problem with this tank. It's just, it's never an issue because it's so low down, you can very easily get the gun to work. Well, we got 3 kills. That's not bad. I miss Inevitable. Well, Inev stopped posting videos because the Blitz player base was being very toxic to her. And honestly, I can't blame her. The Blitz player base and all game player bases are a bunch of degenerate pieces of shit. Now, that's not to say that everybody that plays the game is, right? Most of the people that watch my channel are chill. And I think that most of those people, most of you guys, are totally fine. But at the same time, there are the same types of people who are absolutely terrible human beings, who will dox you, who will threaten who will send death threats because they do nothing but live on the internet and they think that they're above some sort of laws when they're not. Like, for example, Helldivers. There's a lot of drama going on in Helldivers recently because Helldivers, unlike World of Tanks Blitz, there are people that really like Helldivers. And I really like Helldivers, but there's some people that really, really like the devs and the people that make Helldivers to a point where they, like, suck them off. And then there's a complete opposite camp of people that absolutely hate the devs and what's going on with the game. And the problem with that is when you have these two very, very polarizing camps, when they are talking to each other, it creates a very bad dynamic of people. Where Blitz, we all agree that wargaming sucks. I think there's very few people in Blitz that will side with wargaming. So because of that, it's usually all of us against wargaming. That's why Reforged was such a big L. But imagine when Reforged was originally announced, half of the community actually really liked it. And then it created this, like, huge, you know, diverse group of people. That's exactly what the Helldivers community is right now. And there was a guy who made like this charity idea where he would donate $1,000 to the to a charity if the Helldivers devs would use a loadout that they wanted to see played. And for some reason, that was such a big thing that the people who really like the devs took it as like an insult and started doxing the guy and sending him death threats to a point where he had to remove the challenge. That's the state of people in gaming. And it's not just Helldivers, it's every community. Every single gaming community is a big pile of trash because people are big, toxic assholes. And that is as simple as it gets. The Blitz community is just as bad. There are people in the Blitz community who are just as toxic, who are just as degenerate, who do nothing but sit at their desks all day and try to ruin the lives of other people. Now, thankfully, for me, you know, I also sit at my desk all day, so it doesn't really affect me too much. Like, obviously, I've gotten angry at people. I've said KYS. But the difference is when I say KYS, it's not like a death threat to somebody. I'm not literally messaging someone after a game has ended and being like, you should literally kill yourself and die. Like, that's not the kind of person I will ever be. I'll say it when I'm angry. I'll be like, you know, just KYS in game chat. But it's never going to be anything more than just like a quick angry insult that I'm throwing out because I'm mad at the game. You know, there are people that literally take this shit to heart. Like, it's a real thing, and that they legitimately think that a person should die because they disagree with what their opinion is. That's the reality of the world we live in today. It's very scary. To be fair, it's always been like this. People think that you know, it started today. No, it's been like this for centuries. I mean, look back in time and we've literally murdered people over the simplest things. We used to have duels where you'd walk 10 paces back and shoot the person. Like, humans have never been civilized. Humans never will be civilized. We're literally bombing Iran right now. And I don't even know who's the good guy. I'm sure that there's a lot of people with their own political takes, and I don't really care about your political opinions, so don't bother telling me them. But it doesn't matter which side you're on, whether you're the US or Iran. Nobody's the good guy here. So, but people try to take sides, and then they get mad at the other side for having a different opinion, even though none of us are actually fighting in the war, so none of our opinions matter. And we're not the ones choosing who's fighting in the war. It's the dictators that run our countries. So it's always funny how people are just so stupid, dude. I got banned by Droodles? No, you definitely did not get banned by me. You got muted for 5 minutes because you were stupid. Ever since Inevitable said she was being annoyed about toxic people, me and my IRL friend been very goofy and supportive in her comments. That's nice. Winishinabra. How you doing, Arch? I don't know why. I was, like, tempted to go to that bush there. Sheridan and a Caro. Nope. Nobody's going there. Dang. I have like 8,000 TDs. I wonder if any of them will shoot the... No, of course not. I mean, how dare you in your tank destroyers cover the tank? It's actually funny how useless players are at this game. I'll just sit here and do nothing, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't have the flexibility to work this position. We're on mines, which is one of the worst maps to be in a light tank on. And the worst part is we don't know where the 183 is. Alright, nice. 332 into the Caro. Not bad. Another 290 into the Caro. However, the 114 is going to die, so we need to back off before that happens. I'm going to try and go up mid-hill. I feel like that's a good play. Yeah, there we go. Nice. I don't know where the Yag is. The Yag has not been spotted the entire game, and that's definitely a big threat. Ah, there he is. Of course. Of course. Okay. I'm not entirely sure what to do here because of that Yag. I need to wait for that 260 to get unspotted before I make a play. Okay. Of course! Of course! Of course! The eye is frickin'... Okay. God, I hate this game, dude. Of course, the IS-4 spots me. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yay. I'll just wait here. This 260 can waste his entire day if he wants on me. 238? There's no way! Did I fire gold there? If I fired gold, it's my fault. But if that was a 238 AP, I'm going to freaking mauled. Oh, I'm gonna mauled. I'm gonna mauled if that was a standard roll of 238. Oh, you're gonna hear me mauled. Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna mauled. I need to watch that back and see what shell I fired. Tips to starting your own Wattby channel? Don't. That's my tip. Don't. It's a dead game. Why do we want to post... I keep saying this, and I know it sounds like condescending, and some people have been like, Droodles just wants to keep all the views to himself. Dude, it's a dead game. The most views I'm getting on my videos are like 15, 20k at max, and that's like once a month. Why would you want to post videos on a dead piece of shit game with a company that doesn't support you at all, when you can post videos on a game like Helldivers or Fortnite and get hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views with less effort? That's my question to you. I don't... Listen, if you want to post Blitz videos and you want to try and build a channel, go ahead. But it's going to be a life of mediocrity with very little in return. I fired standard AP. I fired standard fucking AP. Yep. Standard AP! I did! I fired standard AP. Fuck you, Wargaming. That's my reply. That's my reply. I hate Wargaming so much, dude. Oh my god. 230 fucking 8. What is the average damage on this tank? Oh, my bad, 310. Droodles makes once again a risky poke to kill a one-shot. But even though his average damage is 310, he's going to min-roll the shell and low-roll it and then get gaslit into thinking that he fired premium AP because, oh, I don't know, only reason that I could have rolled that low was because, oh my god. The lowest you can roll on standard is 223. Or 233. We basically min-rolled. We min-rolled the shot on a one-shot tank. That's great. That's great. That's great. Fuck you, Wargaming. That's my reply. God, I hate Wargaming so much. And people are like, oh, Droodles, stop complaining. Shut up, bro. Shut up. What do you mean, stop complaining? I'm sorry, should I take the blame for that? It was I shouldn't have poked him. I should have waited for my whole team to die around me. My bad. I hate this game. I really do. I just hate this game. Because its skill doesn't matter. What is the point of having skill when you just get punished for making a smart play? You outplay the 260, you outshoot him, you press the fire button first, and in return you get killed because your shell low rolls. That's great game design, Wargaming. Please punish skilled players more. Not sure where that shell went. It's time to play Roblox. Probably, I'd have more fun playing Roblox. As I tell you guys all the time, I don't get pissed at my teammates that much. I don't get pissed at a lot of things that much. It is specifically my RNG. It is Wargaming. They piss me off more than anything else in this game. I should not be getting screwed by making a smart play. If I make a bad play and get, punished for it, sure. That Yag shooting, oh, of course. Just the random fucking 40-05 there. My bad. Oh, now you're gonna run away like the little bitch you are? No, you're not. You're gonna sit here and you're gonna take every shell from me because you decided to put your tank in a shit spot in the open, like a piece of shit, and now you're getting punished for it. How is this working out for you, buddy? Bye, freaking bozo. God, it's players like this that piss me off because they're just sitting there. They're throwing their game away so that they can shoot you once. Good job, bro. That was a great play. You're really good. Like, why would you drive alone with no support to freaking one Progetto? That's your play. Good job. You really saved him, bro. I mean, I'm doing fine. I have to keep an eye on the hated guy, but apart from that, we're doing totally fine. He's dead. CS63 gets shot. He's dead. Yes, hello, Bikini. They still have a 268. Not sure what to do about that. They still have a full health Kron. Not sure what to do about that. Don't know where any of them are. Oh, great. There it is. Yeah, El Bozo. Nice job, bro. Putting on tungsten just to try and tunnel. And now you're going to run away just like a rat. Well, no, you're going to get tracked is what's going to happen. So he's going to, instead of backing up, which would have been a smart play, he's going to run into the open and die. Hated player, by the way. That is a 60+ percenter there. That's a 60+% move, if you ask me. Man, you lucky as hell that HE decided to go low. Not sure why you would fire HE at a T100 Lt when it is one of the most troll tanks to pen with high explosive in the game. Just gonna be honest. You have many options shooting a T1... By the way, we rolled 254 on that clearing shot. But I'm gonna be real, dude. Not sure why you would fire HE at a T100. You're in a 60 TP. It's the least accurate heavy in tier 10. You're up against one of the most troll armor profiles in tier 10, and you're expecting to hit that shot. Your tungsten could have actually one-shot me. That's not to say it would have, but it would have nearly one-shot me. Going to bed. Have a good one, Michael. I still forgot to look at Michael's stats. We had a fine game. 4,900 damage, 7% on our mark. That puts us at 50%. Not bad. Brother, you've asked me to notice you 3 times now, and I said hi the first time. If you ask me one more time, I will notice you by pressing the mute button. I got no problem if people want to be like, hey, can you notice me? But if I literally say hi to you and read your name out loud, and then you ignore that somehow, who's the one to blame? Who's the one to blame there? And then you're going to say, oh, sorry, I didn't hear it. So you asked me the entire stream to notice you, and then when I do notice you, you're not paying attention. Really. It's like always the same stuff from these people, though. There's always people like, can I have a shout-out? Why? What do you gain from the shout-out? Popularity points that a moron YouTuber shouted you out that plays Blitz? I hate this game. I should have shot the Sheridan, but I kind of panicked because I saw that E50 get spotted and I didn't know what was there. Yes, please, drive into me. That's very helpful, you know, even though I was here first. Not sure what to do. Once again, we're in a tank that can't do anything here. And my Kampfpanzer 70, the player who could have done something here, has decided that they want to go to the other side of the map. Gonna study. Have a good one. Try not to leak my channel name in the future. There's one shell into the enemy grill. 2 shells into the grill. Ah, here we go. I have teammates, so I'm not actually worried about this mouse, to be honest. Oh, okay, he missed. Good job. Yeah, how'd that play work out for you there? Was that a skilled play, taking your 3,000 hit point super heavy to the most random spot you could have picked? I mean, unfortunately, I can't really do anything right now, because this mouse is just wasting my time, but I'm going to ignore the mouse. And, oh, there it is. Well, that's more what I was worried about. There's no point to even bother trying to pen the E50. I can't physically pen him hold down. This is just such a waste of time, dude. Like, this mouse is actually terrible at the game, but he's just doing nothing but wasting my time. Goodbye, mouse. I will focus more important targets. Let's see. Okay. Oh, so the grill hits that perfectly. Oh, so the grill, let me understand this, guys. The grill snaps a shell and perfectly hits me. Could not have gotten a better shot in my turret cheek, but when I shoot, no. That's too much to ask, right? I mean, hitting an average shot? How dare I? Okay. The mouse hits me this time. There you go. Hit the E50 again. There you go. Goodbye. Ah, there it is. Then the Sheridan shoots me. I can't ever get a break. No matter what I do, the enemy tunnels me. Sheridan dies. Like, bro, I can't get a break. Okay. What's wrong with saying hi? What's wrong is when you're annoying. And he was annoying, so he's gone now. We're doing okay. Do platoons with 40%ers? I mean, I could, but I'm not sure what I would gain. Okay. I hate snaps on my vehicles. Oh yeah, always. That grill hitting that shot was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. I mean, he just... We all know how inaccurate the grill is. You having 0 damage is not you team's fault. You know what is your fault? Not typing out a sentence with coherent English. I know. Usually if I'm trying to make a critical remark of someone, I try to type my sentence with proper grammar so that I don't be called an illiterate ape. But that will be my reply to you. Go back to school, bozo. Also, really? His Royal Steak? Is it that hard to come up with a unique name instead of copying other YouTubers? Liking a YouTuber is totally fine, but, like, I just always find it so funny when people, like, have to copy somebody else's name instead of coming up with something unique. If I shoot the 4005, he'll be spotted permanently. That's that same terrible 4005 that, Oh, where did that one go, guys? I'm telling you, the gun on this tank is trash. I don't know what it's doing, but it's trash. 300 damage roll from a 420 Alpha High Explosive. Now, yes, I'm aware that the 4005 has a spall liner. It doesn't matter. I should still be rolling over my average with this gun. I have to be careful here because I could get shot in the side, but I do want to farm out this Caro as much as I can because he's very clearly horrible at the game. Alright, not bad. It's a decent chunker of damage. Bro, look at this guy. Just camping in the 60 TP back there. Like, come on. Can we do anything productive today? Can't hit that guy. I feel like the best play I can make right now would be to go over here, climb up this hill, and then get behind the 60 TP. There we go, 60 TP just shot. Hi there, buddy. How you doing? Yeah, I'll just be back here if you need me. Oh, okay, guess I won't pen your rear, because we love the 60 TP armor. It's good for the game. There you go. Now we just keep going this way and circling, and let's go for that track wheel. Unfortunately not able to hit it, but my Progetto hit it. And he's dead. Very skilled plays from Dark Lord. Oh wait, that's not him. I was going to say Dark Lord of the Apes, but that's actually a different player. Here we are, aiming in on the Type 5. Oh yeah, wow. This gun, guys, it's great. I actually cannot believe how inaccurate this thing's gun is sometimes. It's rather shocking. Okay. Wow. Okay. 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 I hate this game. I really do. I really hate this game. And it's hard for me to express how much I hate this game, but I really do. I hate this game. I really do. Type 5 heavy snaps me across the map and max rolls me for 1,000 damage. And we lose because of that. We would have won. We lost because of that. We lost because a Type 5 heavy snapped me across the map with the least accurate gun in the game and killed me. Yep. Would have been a pretty good game. Yep. Yep. In the turret, by the way. Directly in the turret. Wow. Wow. Yep. I'm probably gonna end the stream off after this next game. I'm just sick of Blitz today. I'm just sick of it, you know? I'm not making mistakes. Could I have backed up? Sure, I could have. But it was not my play was not bad. Type 5 snapping me across the map and then rolling a fucking 1,000 damage, which made me a one-shot for the VZ. And then I can't get a clearing shell on the Object 260 for 270 damage. It's my bad, bro. It's my bad. Snaps an HE? No, that was not an HE. That was a premium AP. Max rolled me, dude. Yep. Caro loses 1,000 health. I'm not even sure to what, because nothing on their team does 1,000 damage. There it is. Their whole team's over here, and my teammate in the T-54 is going to perfectly block me so I can't shoot anything. It's already a loss. Our Caro's dead. The T-54 is dead, and I have to leave. It's the only thing I can do. Good job, team. It's very skilled. Wow. At least your mark went up. I don't care, dude. This game just sucks. It really does. It's not... Look, the game's already over. I've lost both of my mediums. Thex, help. You're a freaking moron. You drove over the ridgeline instead of through the ridgeline like anybody with half a brain would have done. And then you're shocked when you get freaking obliterated. It'd be the equivalent of me driving my car directly into somebody parked in front of me and then saying, "Oh, you're in my parking spot." Like, what? Ooh, 269. Ooh, 307. Well, at least we get the kill. The only tank I haven't seen spotted is the E4. There he is. Wow, that fell apart fast, yeah. Don't worry, we've done 1,700 damage. Really ripping out the damage, guys. It's very frustrating playing this game. You guys couldn't wait 5 seconds while I flanked D4. That was too challenging for you. Yep, good job. Good job, bro. Yeah. Every module on my tank. Now, fuck off. You're gonna die. You're gonna fucking die. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of my frickin' game. Dead driver, dude. It's great. Thanks, game. Dead frickin' driver. Every module on my tank dies. I bounce the Caro. Yeah, my bad, game. My bad. My bad. Don't worry. We only have to wait 8 years for my driver to come back. Where are you gonna go, E4? What's your big brain plan? Base B. Let's see if he snaps me in the turret. You ready? Let's see if he does. Come on, do it. I only have to wait a few more seconds for my driver to come back. There you go. Full speed on the move hits me. Yep. Full speed on the move hits me. Full speed on the move. It just doesn't matter. These players get rewarded for whatever they want. Whatever they want. Ghost eats you. Nobody gives a shit about you, bro. Ooh, 66% reroll. Don't care. Yeah, these have been my experience playing Blitz today. Very fun. Very fun. Well, we're at 58% on the mark, and as I said, I am going to end the stream here today, because I'm not giving Wargaming my time. I'm not wasting my time on this dog shit game. It's really simple as it is. So, hopefully you enjoyed today's stream. If you want to see more content like this, make sure to smash that subscribe button. And apart from that, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.